כבעזרת השם. We continue with פרק ג' פסוק ט"ז. So we've seen the curse that Hashem gave to the Nachash. Yes. ואל האישה אמר, and to the Isha he said, הרבה עיצבונך והרונך, right? I will intensify and make stronger, right? Your and prolong the tsar, the pain, okay, of your labor, veheronech, and the labor itself. Be'etzev tildi banim, with pain you will give birth to boys, to children. Ve'elishech teshukatech, and you will be always desiring your, dependent, okay, from a desire perspective to your husband. Vehu im sholbach, and he will control you. He will rule over you. The Ramban says the following: Ve'elishech teshukatech. What does it mean that you will desire your husband? Letashmish, for intimate relationship. Ve'af al pichen en lach metzach letov'o b'peh. Meaning you'll desire it, but you won't have the pride or the confidence, right, to ask for it. Meaning you'll have this siniyut, meaning the wife, the woman desires intimacy, but can never demand it verbally. Will not demand it verbally. Ella, that's how it should be. I don't know if it is today, but I think בנות ישראל, הצנועות, they're never going, okay? אלא שהוא ימשול בך. הכל ממנו ולא ממך. לשון רש"י ז"ל. Right? So he will control you. It's going to be on his terms. It's when he wants. And not from you. Not from you. So what's the klala? The klala is that she has a desire and she cannot ask for it, and she cannot satisfy herself, right? Until and actually ask, and demand what her need. That's according to Rashi. And says the Ramban, ve'enenu nachon. I disagree with Rashi. כי זה שבח באישה. Right? כמו שאמרו, וזו מידה יפה בנשים. Right? He says, how can you say that the fact that the woman doesn't verbally express her intimate needs with her husband a bad thing, a curse? It's a great thing. It's a ma'ala, right? It shows, right, that they are tznuot, that they have tzniut, that they are noble, right? They have self-respect. They're not going to belittle themselves, right? So it's a shvach, it's a praise. So this the Ramban doesn't digest from Rashi. Rabbi Avraham Amar, what is teshukatech? Mishma'tech. Dehainu. What does that mean, mishma'tech? הטעם שתשמעי אל כל אשר יצווה עלייך. Yes, you will have to listen. Yes, he will be your ruler. Yes, you will have to listen to everything he says. כי את ברשותו לעשות חפצו, because you are under his רשותו, his control, his power, yes, to do whatever he desires, whatever he feels, whatever he wants. Like the pasuk says, והוא ימשול בך. So he has the memshala, he controls the reins. ולא מצאתי לשון תשוקה, רק בחשק ותאווה. the Ibn Ezra are difficult. Why? Because the Lashon Teshuka, it really means a desire, a ta'ava, yes, and like a physical need. It's not a ruling force. So the Ramban also has an issue with the Rabbi Avraham ibn Ezra. So he says like this, והנכון בעיניי, שהעניש אותה שתהיה נחשפת מאוד לבעל. כן? What does that mean? The punishment is what? Is that there's a very strong need. Okay? Which is lechaura almost uncontrollable. Yes? So it's not that the inyan, like Rashi says, he says there it's the intensity of the desire.
From the woman?
Ken. That's shuka. What is shuka? Kisufin, right? That's nichsefet. I know shuka, this desire, instead of being a normal desire, now I'll intensify that desire, and now you need, yes, the intimate connection much more than before. Velo tahush letzar ha'hirayon ve'aleda, right? Even though you know that you can that intimacy will bring pregnancy and will bring birth, and it's a pain, right? And like we know that a woman after she gives birth, she has to bring a korban, right? Chatat, for what? Because when she's in labor, she promises, she vows to never touch her, to never let her husband touch her again because of the pain. So because she did that, and we know it's bishogeg, right? She has to bring a korban, right? So even though, and it's, when you think about it, it's crazy, right? She knows how the pain, but yet, the need, the desire is so strong, yes, that it overrides the fear of the pain or the experience of the birth. כן?
Yeah.
והוא יחזיק בה כשפחה. And he will hold her, right, like a servant. That's the approach of the husband. ואין המנהג להיות העבד משתוקק לקנות אדון לעצמו. Have you ever found a servant that desires to have a master? The opposite. אבל יברח ממנו ברצונו. Right? You run away from it. And here, she is כביכול a servant, right? And that has that need, yes? And he will control that need, and she's going to desire that need, and she's going to want it. Because, right? Through what? Through the kisufin. Through that intensification of the desire, yes? That's now the dynamic that's happening. And that's a curse. That's a curse. And it says, "Ve'ineh zo midah keneged midah." כי היא נתנה גם לאישה, ויאכל במצוותה. Right? She took from the Etz Hadat, and she gave it to her husband. Okay? And he ate because she was mitzvah. She demanded, she told him he has to eat. נענשה שלא תהיה היא מצווה עליו. So the punishment is that you imposed on him to eat. Now you cannot impose nothing on him. והוא יצווה עליה כל רצונו, but he will impose on you. That's according to the Ramban, the Kelala, right? So, lechaura, there are what? There's the aspect. There's two two problems there, right? Or two klala. Number one, the intensification of the need of intimacy, right? That is greater than what it was before. And the fact that now, yes, you know that it weakens you, it puts you in a place of need, yes, and he will take advantage of that, and he will be the one demanding you to do things, and he will command, and you have nothing to say about it. And not only that, yes, you'll desire it. You will desire it. Okay. There is this concept. There is this concept that women, they don't respect a man that's weak. They want a man that's strong. They want a man that makes, that is almost like demanding. That is expecting a certain level of respect. Yes.
Yeah.
And when you ask yourself the question, you say, "Well, this is crazy." Like, you have guys. They're the sweetest, the nicest. They do everything, and it repulses the woman. The woman wants exactly the opposite. Yeah. That's exactly where it's coming from. It's coming from the curse that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave on Chava.
So you got to take control, you're saying.
Huh?
You have to take control.
You have to take, well, two things, right? It means that the more a woman needs a demanding husband, it's a sign that the klala is stronger by her, right? It's obvious, right? But yes, the nature of a woman is, she's strong, but she needs to know that she has a stronger husband. That's part of that's part of the kalala.
They
But
should
the
teach
woman,
this in the marriage classes.
I was
By
just
the way,
gonna say.
this
I was just gonna say, Rabbi, I don't think it's a good idea to have this as a couples class because you'll make internal things.
what are you talking about, Elliot? The Sfaradim actually this works by the Sfaradim. The Ashkenazim don't. It doesn't really work. You know.
no,
I was going to say just make reservations.
You know.
Right.
This
yeah,
is like, what are you talking about?
that's
Right.
Right, Bobby, tell them how it works.
yeah. Okay. So that's basically that's the curse of the Isha. That's the curse of the Isha. Yes, a sense of, it's not an inferiority, and let's not misunderstand here.
Right.
That's not what it is. It's
Right.
You guys are equal, but the need that I intensify within you puts you in a place of vulnerability, right? That now puts the husband in a place of strength, and you'll desire that strength, because through that strength, that's how you satisfy the void, your vulnerability.
Elliot's like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Then, Adam Amar, well, there is no, there's no פירושים. פסוק י"ז, ולאדם אמר, כי שמעת לקול אשתך ותאכל מן העץ אשר ציוויתיך לאמור. He told Adam, because you listened to the voice of your wife, and you ate from the etz that I commanded you not to eat. ארורה האדמה בעבורך. The earth should be cursed because of you. בעיצבון תאכלנה, with pain you will eat from it. כל ימי חייך, all your life. וקוץ ודרדר תצמיח לך, and it will grow, it will sprout for you, right? קוץ and דרדר, thorns and דרדר, כן? ואכלת את עשב השדה, and you will eat from the עשב, from the herbature of the fields, כן? וזיעת אפיך תאכל לחם, you will eat bread as the sweat of your forehead, עד שובך על האדמה, until you return to the earth. כי ממנה לוקחת, because you were taken from it, כי עפר אתה, because you are made of afar, of dust, vel afar tashuv, and you will go back to the dust, to the afar. Vayikra ha'adam shem ishto Chava. Adam called his wife Chava, ki hi hayta em kol chai, because she was the mother of all living creatures. Vayas Hashem Elohim la'adam ulishto kotnot or. Hashem made to Adam and his wife a cloth of skin, Vayal Bishem, and he dressed them up. Okay?
So, Rabbi, I have a question. How how are we supposed to know when to listen to the woman and when not? Because this reminds me of Abraham, where Hashem said, everything Sarah says, you listen.
Shema
Yeah.
bekola, Shema bekola, yes. So Sarah happened to be Sarah was a Nevi'ah, right? So Sarah was not the regular Isha. Aval ma, yes. Barur, that the wife has the wife has a sixth sense, yes. Bina yetera. The woman has more bina than men, than average men. She has bina yetera. The bina is the power of discernment. A woman has the ability to cut through the chase and sense, even though it might not be intellectually or verbally expressed in a logic way, but she sees and
Logic way.
she senses situations, and she is able to see things that we might have a hard time to see when it comes to life, when it comes to people, for example, yes, or situations, yes, which is an instinct, Yet da'atan kala, they have a light da'at. What does that mean? A light da'at. Da'atan kala kavana. The da'at is the fusion between the chokhmah, the knowledge, and bina, the discernment, that together yield an approach and an assessment on how can you practically apply that chokhmah. Okay, that's da'at. The practical application of discernment of knowledge. That's the da'at.
So they have the intuition, but they don't know how to apply it?
That's right. Da'atan kala. Their approach, their application will be light. What does that mean? Will be light. It's not going to come from too much of a thought process. They might think a lot. Yeah, they might be very analytical. Yes, but the delivery of it, the application of it is kal, is light. It is more empowered by their instinct and by their regesh, by their emotions. Yes.
Right.
So when a woman says something, when a woman speaks, yes, there's a lot of bina. There's a lot of discernment. There is depth into what is said, but maybe the words that are used or the way it's delivered might not be, adequate or the proper way in this situation. So you have to be able to take the words, yes, analyze them and try to understand what she says. Because keep in mind, yes, part of the curse is what? Is that you cannot be tovat, according to Rashi, right? You don't have the ability, even according to the Ramban, right? Right? There is such a desire, there is such a feeling, right? An intense need, emotional need, or even physical need, right? That vibrate within the woman, and yet she doesn't know how to ask for it, right? Which means that the woman will have a different way than men to convey her needs or her message. Yeah, men, we have no problem. We say things the way they are. Yes, say it, just say it, okay? And the woman, she doesn't know. Why? You should know. You should have known. Or what do you mean? It's not clear. It's obvious. What do you mean? Just say what you want. No, if you don't know, you don't know.
That's Elliot.
Huh?
Elliot Sutton's like that.
Yeah.
So that's the nature. That's the nature. That's the nature of the Isha. Why? Because from a Kabbalistic perspective, the Isha, the Nekeva, is the receiver. The receiver cannot go out of its essence to ask, to demand. A receiver by nature just receives. Yes? The Malchut, let la dilek klum. The Malchut that represents the Nukva, the Nekeva, only receives from the Zeir Anpin, from the Zachar. Can Zecher is to remind yourself. How do you Zachor, right? The Zachor. Et asher asa lecha Amalek. How? Zachor, Chachamim say, Zachor bepe. Right? The Zachar is the Koach HaDibur, the Koach of the Peh. The Isha, the Nekeva, okay? Why is she called Nekeva? Milashon Nekev. Nekev, okay, is a hole. Okay? A hole is something that goes in. By nature, right? What is a hole? A hole is an empty space that has the ability to receive. Okay? So that's the nukva, that's the nekeva. The nekeva receive. It can never proactively go out of itself to ask. Yeah? If we understand that, then when a woman speaks, yes, no matter how eloquent or how articulated she may be, there is always an underlying message, yes,
Mhm.
שאיננה טובעת בפה, that she cannot convey.
So is it a lesson to not get frustrated with
Yes,
your wife?
yes.
Right.
Number one. And number two, to be careful to listen to the words and circumstances and not literally take what she says for face value, but instead to try to understand what she really wants. The remazim. The
Right.
Isha is always remazim, is hints. Hints. Now I will tell you a story, because it's my grandfather, alav shalom. A lesson that he taught me. So he didn't know how to drive. He had a driver, yes. We would take him everywhere that he needed. Okay. So one day it was 16 years old. He was very old already. I said, Pepe, Saba. I said, listen, I need to, my grandma, she's a tough lady. Like, she was very opinionated. She said things the way it was. And she had no problems confronting anybody. Okay? Wow. Nechdad Rabbi Chaim Pinto, she comes with knowledge, power, money,
Right.
glory, malchut. She had everything. She was blessed with everything. Okay? Rabbi Chaim Pinto blessed her that she would be mamash living the life of a malka, of a queen, and she lived the life of a queen.
That was
Like,
her father.
Huh?
Her father,
Her
Rabbi
father,
Chaim?
yes.
Rabbi Chaim Pinto. Rabbi
Her
Chaim
father,
Pinto. Okay.
yes.
So then, okay. But she was tough. She was very tough. So one day I asked my grandfather, he was already, I said, Pepe, how did you deal? You never spoke nothing. Yeah. But yet, it's, she was, I never saw you get upset with her. Not, call tov. Sort of Shalom Bait. So he told me, Ibni, he's like, Hashem created me with a switch. Here I have a switch. A switch. So what do you mean? He's like, look, like when I go to work, I switch. I'm a businessman. I don't care about my wife. I don't care about my havruta. When I sit with my havruta, I put the switch on havruta. Torah. I don't care about my wife. I don't care about my business. Doesn't matter what you bring me. When I come home, I switch to husband. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to me about work. Don't talk to me about Torah. I'm a husband.
Mm-hmm.
And how did he do it? He used to come home from work. Yes, stay in front of the house. Tell the driver turn on. He had like Andalusic music, rock and music, like like that. And he would listen music 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever he needed. Yes, made the transition and then went home.
Bingo. Wow.
He never entered the house like this straight from. That was his way of dealing with the wife. Meaning, there's a transition that needs to happen. Yet before you go home. For some, is while you're home, Michael, right? That there's no transition. You have- yeah, yeah, yeah. But the inyan is to be vaifen, to shift the focus from who you are in your own ecosystem, yes, and now become who you need to be when
for
you're
that for that
when you're with your wife.
situation.
Yes, with your wife. I hope that answered a little bit your question, Zach.
Yeah.
But there's always bina. There's always bina in what a woman says. Always. Yes? But if you put that plus, can you say "Ena tova ad bape," then you understand the mechanics of the two, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sheila. Maybe I think if it's okay, Mehila, we will hold here because the next ma'amar is about which I really want to do, but it won't. I'm scared that I'm gonna miss the shkia. So if it's okay, we hold here.
Okay.
Thank you, Hakam.
Next week in person, Bezrat Hashem.
Ezrat Hashem.
Come on.